The night of the Seder, two most important foods that we have on the table are the matzah and the wine. It's important to keep in mind, as far as the matzah, what matzah we may eat and may not, as well as which is the best to have at the Seder. But the Seder itself, we learn from the Torah, it needs to be matzah shmura, a matzah that was guarded and watched over from the time preferably that was planted till harvesting and full production within 18 minutes. All of the matzah, most of the matzah at least, that is found in a normal supermarket during the year is chametz, as it's stated on the label. One has to get kosher Pesach matzah that will have a good hashgacha for Pesach specifically. Even then, it can be a bit confusing. There are different types of matzah. There is, for instance, regular matzah, and then there is matzah ashira, which literally means a rich matzah, either containing a fruit juice, grape juice, or another type of juice, which, according to the Ramah, is not for a healthy person during Pesach. On the other hand, it's a very useful product, Erev Pesach, in which case one can eat it since it is not qualifying as an actual matzah. Then there are chocolate-covered matzahs, of which many are using a regular matzah and covering with chocolate. That's fine. Or a matzah shira, which is not. We know there are many gluten-free products on the market, in particular at Pesach time. The entire world is looking for those products at this time, particular celiacs. There's a gluten-free matzah called, it's oat matzah, and this matzah is a very expensive matzah. For those who must have gluten-free at the Seder, it is the one that qualifies. Not to be confused with a gluten-free shahakol matzah. This matzah is not matzah. This is tapioca, potato starch, and as it says on the label, the bracha is shahakol. A wonderful matzah, again, for Erev Pesach. A wonderful matzah to snack on because it's not a matzah. It is an imitation shahakol. On the other hand, the gluten-free oat matzah is truly fine for those who must have it. This is a gluten-free shmura matzah. The egg matzah of any permutation has to be removed and only given to elderly or to children who need it during the Pesach. There are many products that we'll find are gluten-free, such as this macaroni, something that looks chametz, but it actually is gluten-free. Again, tapioca, and it's fine for all of Pesach for anyone to use with a proper hashgacha on it for Pesach. The other product that, of course, features on our table is wine and grape juice. Preferably, one will use wine, good wine for the Seder. There are many people who cannot. This is the reason why grape juice, there is a special grape juice made for this purpose. Most grape juice, by nature of its being made, is going to be cooked or pasteurized. Not the ones in the glass bottles, the 50.7 ounce glass bottles. They are not pasteurized or they are not mavushal. Therefore, they have the major advantage that some posts can say they are fine for the Seder. Certainly someone who needs to drink grape juice, this is the right one to get. On the other hand, we have to be careful who touches it. If a non-Jew touches it and it's open, it will make it non-kosher instantly. We do have other wines, a Manischewitz wine, of which this type, a cherry, comes in two types. One has an OUP, one OU. The OU one has a kitnios additive to it, corn syrup. The OUP does not. They look identical. One has to be careful when buying this product. Then there are regular wines. The Baron Herzog says on the back of it that it is mavushal. Some are, some are not. Some are cooked, some are not. On the other hand, this wine says right on it that it is not mavushal, so therefore one would want to be careful, again, who is handling it once it is open. What we need to be careful then, both with the matzah and with the wine, that we are very careful and very aware exactly that we are getting what we wish by reading the labels carefully. We certainly can do so.